Hello viewers, I'm Major General Neeledra Kumar, and for my channel Lex Consilium Foundation, for the playlist Going Strong in Conversation with Air Marshal Jimmy Bhatia. In the previous video, we were talking about 1971 operations. 3 years down the line, we come to 1974, when you had a 28 months exposure with Iraq Air Force. Now, about that opportunity that the Indian Air Force career afforded you, what would you like to talk about?
Well, it was a great experience to go to a foreign country, fly the aircraft, teach their pilots how to fly that aircraft, and so on and so forth. It happened in 1974,
Yes.
and I was there till 1976 end. The main thing was that there was great opportunity to fly as many hours as you could. And I would like to mention that I made full opportunity to do so. As a matter of fact, in those 2 years, I flew more than 700 hours on Su-7.
There were no restrictions or there were no limitations,
yes.
so to say.
The Iraqis were very happy
Yes.
if we flew for them also.
Okay.
And we were very happy because we were getting all those hours free of cost.
Okay.
And we were just gaining
You
experience.
logged 700 hours, and this was on what type of, what all aircrafts?
In Su-7.
Okay.
Su-7 alone.
Okay.
And we trained their pilots to
Okay.
fly this aircraft. Not only to be able to fly, but to be able to use them as weapon systems by doing armament and so on and so forth. So it was an interesting stay, lots of flying, and flying always made you happy.
Yes.
And we didn't even know. I was the only person there from the
Okay.
Indian Air Force at that place to train these pilots. While we had people in training institutions like Tikrit, there were a large number of people
Yes.
who were giving initial training to Iraqi pilots who were selected. Here we were training fighter pilots on Su-7, and we were training them not only to fly the aircraft but to use it as a weapon platform.
You
And it was
found them
great fun.
good learners, professionals?
Well, my initial, at that time, my thinking was that as far as pure flying is concerned, they were not bad, they were good.
Okay.
As far as applied flying is concerned, there is something that they needed to imbibe.
Okay.
But their pure flying was pretty good.
Right.
And I must tell you that in all those 2.5 years, we did not have a single accident,
All accident-free flying.
accident-free flying.
Okay. Now, this is a very interesting, and as Jimmy has said that he was the only instructor there at on that occasion, and with no limitation about the use of aircraft and flying. This was truly very good experience.
One more thing I'd like to tell you is that that is the time when Iraq was undergoing their own civil problem with the Kurds.
Yes.
So I was asked, or rather requested, to impart night flying training to some selected Iraqi pilots, which I did.
Okay.
I trained 4 of them how to carry out night attacks. And that was quite a learning process for me also. And it was great fun to be able to impart this training to the Iraqi pilots. And I must add here in passing that when these pilots graduated, no other than Saddam Hussein, who was at that time a vice president of Iraq, came to Tikrit Air Force Base, where we were, to hand over the certificates to these pilots. This is the first time that this kind of training was done. And he was very happy to meet me. And he also presented me with his own watch.
Okay.
As a memento. I still remember that.
Now this is quite remarkable, and you look at foreign power, and the country seizes the opportunity. They were in problem with Kurds at that time, as was indicated, and they thought that the immediate gain and which benefit which they could have got was to train their pilots in night flying, and which Jimmy was able to give them. This is interesting, and more interesting videos would continue. Be with us for the next one. Thank you.